Alright boys and girls, welcome back to Lou on 2. Out here riding today on the streets of Orlando. Alright, today I'm just going to talk to you while I ride. Just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy it. I know I will. I'm going to talk to you about my love for bikes, where it came from, and why now I just love doing this. Nothing like it, man. Just a sense of freedom that you get from this stuff, you know what I mean? My love for biking came from when my dad had bikes in England. He would always watch World Superbikes. His favourite rider was a guy called Carl Fogarty. Let me know in the comments if you know who Carl Fogarty is, but I mean, of course we're at the post office to do this. Of course we are. If you've been around the channel, this is what I do basically every ride. Stop at the post office. My dad then got a naked Suzuki, can't remember the model, big black heavy thing. There's a joke in there somewhere. I was never actually overly impressed with that naked Suzuki, but I always saw him going out riding it, and always remember thinking kind of that seems cool. He'd get like suited up in all his leathers, like he had full leather gear that he'd go out in. Anyway, so he actually ended up getting rid of that bike and ended up getting a Yamaha Phaser, which looks like this. That's the exact look, and looking at it now, like, it looks old school, but at the time I just remember thinking, wow, what an absolutely beautiful bike. The kind of gold and black just looks so sick. So he started taking me out to places on the bike, and just the feeling just on the back of that thing, enjoying the, well, I say breeze, it was actually quite cold back in England, just as we would go around corners and stuff, feeling the bike lean and watching what my dad was doing on the bike. Like, he was no professional by any means, but I just really enjoyed it, just feeling the power. I mean, between my dad's legs and then between my legs. Alright, that's getting weird. It wasn't just the riding part of it though. Like, one of the main things that I really enjoyed, and it's such a simple thing, which when we were riding past other bikers on the road, my dad always told me, okay, so we got this bike code where we always acknowledge each other. You know, we always... What are you doing? Back then, I don't know if it's the same now over there, because over here it's a bit different, but over there it was just, you'd go past them and you'd nod. So my dad told me about it, and I saw him doing it a few times to bikers as they were passing, and then I started doing it as well, and I thought, any time that like I did it and I saw the other biker kind of nod back, I thought that was the coolest thing. A sign that, you know, regardless of who you are, where you came from, like, we've got your back, you know what I mean? I made a big point of nodding my head as much as I could, and they'd nod back. And if they didn't nod back, I'd go home and cry. There's a couple of times where he took me out to like a bike day. There'd be a load of bikers that get together up there, and we'd ride up, see everybody ride around, see all the cool bikes that everybody's got, and nearly a crash happened just behind me there. That's good. I'm gonna get out of here. No, thank you. He'd have this kind of elastic band that would wrap around his waist, and it would clip around it, and it would have handles on it, and I'd be like kind of hanging onto the handles like here as he's riding. Like, looking back, that's the most bitch thing. But as a kid, I mean, safe, because he wasn't comfortable with me kind of using the handle at the back, so he'd wrap that thing around his waist and I'd hold it. It was comfortable, honestly. It was actually really comfortable for me. Just sat there, just riding along, enjoying it. Pause, please. It's too hot for this shit. Yep, there we go. Just way too hot to be sitting. Don't you f***ing go. There was one time where we did a really long trip to a place called the Lake District, which was just beautiful roads, beautiful countryside over there, and it was beautiful to ride over there. It was a long day, man, long day. And on the way back, like, it all got a little bit too much for little old Lou. Little old Lou on 2 actually ended up falling asleep on the back of the bike, and at the time I thought that was absolutely not a problem. What an idiot, what a moron. So my dad's riding along and he feels something knocking on his back. He's like, "Are you sleeping?" He's like, "What are you doing?" So he pulls over. So we had a little rest, and then the rest of the way home it was alright. But me falling asleep on the back of his bike as he's riding, learned a lesson that day. But then he got rid of the bike. He got rid of it. I'm not sure why. This road would be so cool to go around, actually, if these cars weren't in the way. Like, would be so nice. But yeah, going 25 mile an hour is more important than it. 25 and a 30. So you got to make your own fun. Just a really quick one, right?
Yeah.
Why did you get rid of your bike?
Just time to stop being dangerous.
You
It was time to go. It was time to kind of like, I had a few scares. I can understand why you like it though, mate, because it honestly is, it's something else, isn't it? Where you at?
I don't really know. Cool. All right. Cheers. See you in a bit.
Sure.
Bye. Well, there we go. I don't think I'm dangerous on this thing. There's been a couple of times where I've kind of done something that I'm not too happy with myself about. Since being a kid until getting a bike, it was ages. My love for biking kind of never subsided. Like I suppressed it. It's kind of like you get on with life and you forget about it. I became a pilot, so that became my main thing. But it was always in the back of my head, about getting a bike, and it was brought to the front of my head when I met young Bob, who you've seen me ride with quite a few times on the channel now. He used to race dirt bikes, and he had his own bike, and he would talk to me about it a lot, and I was finally in a position to get one, and out I went and picked one up. I was nervous. You've seen the first ride on this channel around my apartment complex. I was nervous, but it was cool. You've seen the first time that I took one out on the road. Nervous, but absolutely loved it. Now we're ripping. Come on, just a bit further, just a bit further, just a bit further. Stinks. Waste Connections, connect with the future. Why would anybody want to connect with waste? Stupid slogan, stupid company name, but providing a good service, getting rid of people's waste, so you can't be angry with them.